Good morning from a wintry, cool but not cold. Grass has been cut and I did okay until I found a cat deposit and went straight with the fly mower. Never pleasant. I was considering getting some polycarbonate 10mm, 195 quid. But then Kat says to me, we've got to chop some stuff down around the garden. So everywhere through there, chopped down, and we had a humongous pile of leaves, branches, twigs. So all of a sudden the polycarbonate money got turned into a garden shredder. Great. And I've still got this to get rid of. Oh well. Going to be a short one today because it's winter. See what we can chat about. I found a supplier of polycarbonate sheet and I can get a piece on here, not 16mm but 10mm, for £195 delivered. Now even though it's a cold day, my pond temperature is 10.5, but there's no wind, so there's no cooling aspect of the pond. I'll still give it some thought. Anyway, wildlife pond, you might be able to help me with this. So as you can see, there is leaves and all sorts going in here which just can't be helped because of this gigantic tree behind us. But I don't like these blocks, just don't like them at all. I want it to be more wildlife and more natural, but this area of land is constantly on the move because of the tree growing, roots moving, soil disturbance, whatever you want to call it. So every so often these blocks start to slide fractionally and I have to move them back. How can I keep them back and put like a retaining edge around it but cover it in soil so it can't be seen? I could rock the entire pond out, but that'll have to be next year. Let me know if you have an idea. I would be keen to know. Another thing I wanted to discuss as well, moving koi on. Now all of us at some time have bought a koi from a reputable dealer, got dog's teeth in, and they've been quarantined, they've been well looked after, and you bring them home and you're well happy with your purchase. But what if you're just starting out, you've got a budget and you just want to get some pond fillers just to get going? What do you do if you want to just collect fish off somebody? Maybe a complete stranger that you've seen on the internet and they're selling some pond fillers. Do you take a microscope over? Do you ask if they've been quarantined? Will you be told that they've been scraped and they're clear? What would you insist on before you made that purchase? Interesting. I think I'd want to check my microscope and give them a scrape and have a good look round. But would some people think that's rude? I don't know. So what would you do before you bought a fish that's not from a dealer? Let me know in the comments. I was going to start doing some bits and pieces, but a fellow YouTuber is coming to see me at 11:40 and it's 10:35. Then we're both going to go see another YouTuber. We'll see how that goes. Couple of shout outs. Phil G is wanting to know how he can promote his channel. Well, we can give you shout outs, Phil G. We need to see your pond. We need to see where you're starting. We need to know your dreams. Where are you going? Thankfully you've made a start, and thank you to Lucy. Did Lucy buy the camera for you? Anyway, no excuse now, mate. Start getting some content out. Lee Hadfield just cracks me up. Cracks me up. The enthusiasm that that guy shows, fantastic. Who else is there? Jolly Koi, Up North Koi Pond, a host of others. Keep them all coming. The enthusiasm gets me. Don't matter if you've got a 100-gallon pond or a 10,000-gallon pond. The enthusiasm and the passion that you have works for me every time. What else? I've got to clean the upflow filter, and I've got to take the solenoid valve off again. Surely we'll come to a point where there is no more malformed K1 in there, or micro K1. We shall see. Just do my usual morning checks. Could do with a little bit of a squirt round, just collecting some greenery. Current pond temperature is quite surprising, 10.5, but it's well nippy outside. Well nippy. Check something else out. Fish are doing absolutely fine. The fluke solve looks like it's solved the problem. Windows are absolutely filthy, so I'll apologise for that. Cat is doing her uni stuff, so she's going to be busy all day. So like a good husband, make her some tea for tonight. So there you go. Look at that. Oh, might need a bit more water. And Yorkshire puddings as well. Road trip. We're off to visit somebody, aren't we?
We are. I'm looking forward to it.
So we got Nige from our Koi Life, who's come across from Derby to posh part of Peterborough. Yeah, it's alright laughing.
There is one, is there?
Yeah. And we're going to see another person. You could probably figure it out, but we'll see what we've got at the end. Yeah, for those who guessed it right, you guessed it right. Say hello, guys.
Hi, guys. Hi, guys.
So I just brought Nigel up to see Righty. Just a damn shame the covers had to be on. There it is. Oh, that's getting some size on.
Yeah.
You won't be able to see it on the camera. I've just come to have a look for that Shisui that Terry bought at JKI, and it's certainly putting some bulk on.
It's put a couple of inches on because I was worried about him going down the bottom drain. He was that small when I got him.
Yeah?
So I kept my eye on him. I mean, he'd only go down the pipe and come out in the...
He'd swim about in the drum.
He wouldn't go down there now.
Glad the weather stayed right. So I just got back from Terry's. If you don't know Terry, then you've probably been living in a cave for forever. Thanks to Nige from Our Koi Life, his lovely wife Julie, who is known as Googly Julie. Only Julie would understand that one, I guess. but Nigel's just on his way to Derby, so safe journey back. So myself and Nige and Terry were having a good old chat about koi stuff. Two things that got mentioned is the price of the equipment. It started with polycarbonate and how much that is, then the price of filters, how much money that we're willing to spend on filters. I mean, you know that I spent £3 on a filter, and it's what, £600 for a shower, £250 for a Tempest, £100 for a Big Blue, that kind of thing. So you're thinking to yourself, why do I then back away from a fish that might cost £300–400? Why would you do that? I think it's something it's personal to everybody, because I was thinking of the growing show that Lee Hadfield's involved with, a £300 Hyotsuri, and you think, well, if I'm willing to spend £3,000 on a filter, why would I then be a bit hesitant at paying £300 for a fish? Do you have an answer? I don't. But anyway, thanks for the cup of tea, righty, and thanks again to Nige. So this was the garden shredder that I bought from Screwfix. Can't really give you an in-depth analysis of that, but it works really well. Bought this for the pond window. Looked a little bit Gucci. You fill it up with some window lean, squirt this on, scraping. Yeah, I think I'm going to buy some more wood and make some more bird boxes for next year. One of the winter things that I'm going to do. I've also bought some more plastic welding rods. See if I can build something. And also the doubling duster that I bought off Amazon, which was in direct response to Ken Simpson doubling koi, is also available at Dobby's outlets. I don't know if you've got a Dobby's local to you. Oh, excuse me. We have a couple in the area, and you can get those from there. Oh, just a little bit on the shower. I'll follow you. I wanted to create a support, because I'm not a massive fan of the rubber connectors, and I didn't want this slipping off. So I've actually taken a section of 3-inch plastic pipe, calculated the drop gradient, and then jammed that in there, slid that up, and now this is completely solid. It won't move, so this area of pipe won't drop and release and lose all the water. Just got that pipe to change. I don't like that, it's ugly, it looks awful, but we'll get around to that in due course. Looking forward to summer.
Is that having a little scratch? Yeah, and another one.
Right, just a wintertime short one. Maintain your interest in other people's channels. Give them a little bit of support, as we had when we first started out. I've just had my booster, so in the meantime, get your slow cookers out, get a nice winter casserole going. Happy days. Pile of Yorkshire puddings tonight, think about that. Look after your family. 2 jabs, 1 booster, and goodbye.